Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for my next progress report. That actually turned out to be not a bad word to use. Of my bits and bobs collage quilt. This is episode 24, and I'm actually really realizing we're making good. I'm making good progress for all the stitching that I am able to do. We're almost at the right hand side of the piece, so we're almost all finished all the way across. And if you remember, most of the middle is done. So um, yeah, then there's just a few, well, more than a few, but I'm pleased with the progress. This week I'm working on this one. These I consider in my head feature fabric elements, where each one of them that I've done with the bunny has been a fabric I've wanted to include in this quilt just as a pretty thing to look at. So yeah, I'm working on this one this week. Started it already. I'm to here. And almost at my balloon. I'm excited about that. If I have time, which I think I will, I'm going, I'm crossing fingers, I'm going to stitch this lace collar down here, because it's, you know, part of it, it needs to be down. So I don't know if I'm putting anything here yet. I think I might just let it be featured. It's very pretty. And there's already this little prairie point sticking out here. So, and I've done, you know, some covering with this little medallion as well. So I might just leave that as is. But I did have a bigger prairie point, and some of the little prairie points I've just started to add here and there are, again, scrap pieces of fabric that I really love that I wanted to include somewhere in this quilt. So I had this fabric that I only have this, well, I think it was a little bit bigger, like it was a small rectangle, but it's all I had of this fabric. So I decided to cut a square and fold it like a prairie point. And I also have this piece, small, tiny lace trim. It's just so pretty. And this is the only, I'm pretty sure this is the only piece I have of it. It's just this big. So there's not, I mean, it's not like I could frame a block with it or anything. So I was trying to figure out what to do with it. And what I decided is I'm going to put it on the edge of this prairie point, like so. Sorry if the shakes. I'll put it down. I'll shake less. Like so. So that the lace looks almost like it's framing a corner of a hanky or a mini hanky. And this prairie point is going to go under here. So I have to get it done before I stitch anymore, and partly why I started the video now, so that I could show you this before and then get that. Yeah, so my mind's starting to think in tinier and tinier things because of you know, I have smaller and smaller spaces to fill. So yeah, I'm having fun playing with that in my brain as I stitch. All right, I go make some progress, and I'll be back when I have more to show. There's a bunch of unsettled days coming up, and so I have no better time to film, to take a video, except right now. This is the best, and it's not even very bright. Sorry about that. I don't have the lamp that some people that make videos have, so I rely on the light coming in from the windows. All right, I did finish stitching down and doing the embroidery for this featured fabric piece, folded frames. And I did make this very sweet fake mini hanky. And I actually even have started stitching the collar down. I'll do an up close of the hanky, the little fake hanky. Isn't it cute? It keeps wanting to pop up. I'm not stitching it down. I am going to leave it as a pop-up. I'm hoping it'll settle down a little bit though on its own. There. It turns out that I did have a whole card of this trim, but as I showed you, that piece was only that big, so it's a good use for it. And I think I might even have another use for the little bit that's left. Okay, yeah, speaking of little bits, this sort of set me off and inspired, and I knew it was coming to time. I made a whole list. It's actually longer than that, and I'm not even finished. Second page of all little filler pieces I can make that way it's not the same thing, or just the same flowers or something all over the place. It's all kinds of things to look at. So I'm going to be needing to work on those, and I want to make some videos of those to share with you, but as I said, there's limited light coming up. So, but I've even gotten a tray with some of the ideas together so I can share them with you. All right, thank you for watching. Thanks for your interest. Comments, likes, always helpful. Letting YouTube know that people are interested, so then they share it with more people. It's kind of how it works. And besides that, I like hearing from you anyways. I love hearing if I have sparked something in your if I've given you some inspiration. Thanks for some of the new people that have reached out and said hi, hello, and thank you for your interest. And if you're still interested in more of my progress, come back next week. I'll hope to share another video then. Thank you and happy stitching.